flooded Opawa River, which was threatening the area south of Blenheim tonight, is dropping, although more rain is on the way. Earlier today, residents at a holiday camp near Blenheim were evacuated when floodwaters swept in, submerging both caravans and cars. In other parts of the country, people are recovering from overnight flooding caused by 2 days of torrential rain. Drainage systems were overwhelmed in the Hauraki Plains town of Paeroa and in Kaikoura and Cheviot in the South Island.
Holiday park residents were woken last night to water lapping at their caravan doorsteps. Cars and vans went under in minutes. This marker shows where one car's still parked. At 4 a.m, with the river rapidly rising, it was a case of getting out fast and waiting to land.
Horrible. You know, your feet were frozen. Your legs felt like they were going to fall off because it was so cold. But
What about all your staff?
I was left in the caravan. And I'm saying, go back and get the TV in that.
Although some of the caravans were towed to safety, the damage had already been done. Inside, silt soaked the floors and everything was topsy-turvy. Today it was a case of salvaging a few possessions and drying out. In the panic last night, many things just got swept away. What happened to your clothes?
Floated off. You just couldn't see it. It's too muddy. Just couldn't see anything. Got to some of them big.
So what are you going to do now?
Clean up.
Most of the caravans won't be shifted till the water levels go down. In the meantime, the owners of the holiday camp have come to the rescue.
We're putting all the people into cabins, and if need be, the other motels and motor camps will come in with blankets and whatever's needed.
The holiday park wasn't the only part of Blenheim hit. For the first time since the 1983 floods, water lapped under the town's railway bridge, and areas in the country turned into bogs. With river levels slowly receding, residents at the holiday park say they're praying it doesn't rain. They want a couple of days' fine weather so everyone has a chance to dry out. Jo Malcolm for the Network News.
A scaled-down search will resume tomorrow for Kerry O'Reilly, the fisherman who's missing, presumed drowned off Kawau Island in the Hauraki Gulf. Searchers scoured the rocky coastline of Burgess Bay on the southeast coast of Kawau early today. Mr O'Reilly and 2 companions were caught in a storm on Thursday. The Tokoroa fisherman was lost only a few metres from shore when the boat was swamped by a big wave. The only thing turned up by today's extensive air and ground searches was a jersey which could have belonged to Mr O'Reilly. Ansett Australia Chief Sir Peter Abel says he's persuaded some of the airline's former pilots to come back and work for the company under a new contract. He told reporters in Perth he'd discussed new contracts with 25 pilots and said some Ansett planes could be back in the air next week. A strike which led to Ansett firing all its pilots has crippled air travel across the country for the past 2 weeks. Searchers are now looking for the black box of a charter aircraft which crashed off the coast of Denmark with 55 people aboard. There were no survivors. The 1953 twin-engine Convair Metropolitan was flying a group of Norwegians from Oslo to Hamburg when it suddenly disappeared from the radar screen about 30 kilometres north of Denmark's Jutland Peninsula. Rescuers on the Danish mainland sent out helicopters and ships which picked up more than 30 bodies before the light failed. The rest are thought to have gone down in deep water with the wreckage. No cause has yet been established, but the plane probably hit the water at great speed because the crashed debris is in very small pieces. There's public outrage in Britain tonight after IRA gunmen shot dead the wife of a British soldier stationed in West Germany. The IRA later admitted she'd been mistaken for a soldier, but repeated a warning that all associates of the British military may be targets. It's the latest in a series of attacks on army units in Germany, and security is being tightened at all bases.
Death came quickly in a quiet German street. Heidi Hazel died when she was trapped by gunmen in her car and sprayed with bullets as she desperately tried to get away. Police say 3 men carried out the attack. The one who fired the Kalashnikov was dressed in army fatigues and wearing a beret as if he was a British soldier. Afterwards, the gang escaped in a car driven at high speed. This morning, it was clear just how desperately Mrs. Hazel had tried to evade her killers. She'd reversed her Saab frantically until it crashed into a tree. After that, there was no escape. A massive West German police investigation is now underway. The dead woman was herself German, mistaken in the darkness for a soldier. But that cut no ice with the IRA. Their statement admitting to the killing said